Right, we have Tessa Whittock in the building. Let's go. No, we weren't ready. Yeah. Do you know what that sounds like? Hold on a minute, play it one more time.
Hold up, wait a minute.
This is gonna make sense. You ready? WeBuyAnyCar.com.
It actually does.
I'm sorry, with WeBuyAnyCar.com. What happened there, man?
Oh
well.
no.
So WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Amazing.
Yeah, well done. You got a good night's advert out here. Tess.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having us.
Good to see you.
Oh, thank you.
You are the Monster Energy family.
Sorry.
You're our Monster Energy family.
I am.
We have had a few
Very
guests on
lovely.
from Monster Athlete family. Bagsy's been on. Actually, no, just Bagsy. Nathan's best friend, Bagsy's been
Me and
on.
Bagsy play games with each other every time.
Always. Play games?
No,
A little bit.
It's great to have you on.
Thank you.
Before we get to Nathan gets a few questions and answers out of you, we are going to go to a bit of who you are, what you're about, what you've done, which we were compiling the clips together. You've done a lot. You've done a hell of a lot. Let's check out what Tessa's been doing over the last few years. Is very, very impressive.
Thanks.
I mean, seriously, like that's some serious driving. Obviously, what would you class yourself as? There's a lot of drift in there, but there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot of everything there. What would you class yourself as a driver? Give me anything. I'm gonna drive anything.
I would say just a drift driver.
Drift driver.
Really. Well, I
Stunt
do a lot.
driver?
Yeah, stunt driver
Okay.
as well. Yeah.
Okay.
We do a little bit of
And coming
straight
into the rally.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Driver,
Yeah.
But where did it all start?
Where did it all start? Muddy fields, actually, in
I
a
did
4x4.
Grassroots.
I think that was us all.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm getting people pointing at me. Everyone's pointing at me.
Nathan, how can you turn your back on Tessa? That was so
I feel really awkward now.
What did you go for rude? Yeah. What
And he
did
can
you
only
play
look
for?
outside.
Rude. That
Was it
really
wasn't
rude.
obvious, was it?
Can I move?
No, nothing. Just say, yo, that was rude. That was rude.
I was gonna be like that.
Nathan's trying to, so Nathan's trying to what we call, cheat himself to the camera. So he's not got his full back to Tess, and he's not getting full back to the camera. So it's hard in this game, isn't it? It's hard to do telly.
This is so much harder than you told me it was going to be when you said you want to do it.
And all that stuff's mad.
I know. It sounds really easy, but it's not. Reading this is the hardest bit. I'm all right if I just do one thing. If I put this down,
let's do one
let's
thing.
chat to you.
You're a
Let's put
bloke.
this down for a minute. Keep sending in your shout outs and everything, and I just won't read them. But because I won't be looking at this for a minute because I can't do two things at once.
Because you're a man.
Yes, this is true. This is true. This is very true.
There you go.
Right, so let's get back to. I've got to face this way, haven't I? Let's get back to your test. It all started in muddy fields, right?
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
And so, what was your first car then?
A jacked up. Well, actually, I built it. A Suzuki Vitara.
Was it?
Yeah.
What a
Okay,
good
nice.
old Vitara days.
Did you roll it?
No.
Oh, you
no.
did-
I
you
obviously
weren't
didn't do
trying
it.
hard
Yeah. Oh,
enough.
thank you. Yeah. Thank you. No, I put a 3-inch lift kit on it and 2-inch body lift, snorkel, winch bumpers, the lot. I
Road
loved it.
legal?
Yeah, still road legal. Yeah.
Nice.
I took
And
it
what-
drifting on the wet road.
What age were you when you first started driving? Not legally, obviously, but were you driving before that?
Yes, mainly on like farms and stuff like that, but in like tractors and dumper trucks and stuff like that.
Are you a farmer's daughter?
No, not quite. But my dad's a gamekeeper,
Oh,
so
okay,
I'm
cool.
always around that kind of thing.
Surrounded by land.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And so what's the career highlight? You've done loads of these bits, right, like we see on here. What's the career highlight? Or can't you tell us yet? Is there stuff in it you can't tell us?
Well, there is. There is that, definitely. But one that I can say, it would be going to... Oh, God, there's too many.
I met you out in South Africa for Gymkhana Grid.
Yes.
Maybe, is that 2 years ago, 3 years ago now?
Yeah,
Something
3 years,
like that.
3 years ago.
I mean, I think when it comes to those kind of trips, especially for I suppose, people of enthusiastic driving or show style. Like I'm a show style guy now, meaning competitions are something I used to love, but there's so much pressure in them, much pressure. So I'd much rather go do a pig pen somewhere and do a show. So the Gymkhana Grid stuff is always often the best thing for me to do. So we were out there doing Gymkhana Grid, South Africa, 3 years ago. Did you actually in the competition, or were you show and shine? If you know what I mean?
I was a show and shine, really, in that kind of
part
sense.
of Monster Energy at that time.
Then I was just being transferred.
You were talking.
The transition.
We were talking to the people.
The transition.
Yes. No, cool. And I get it. It's hard to kind of pinpoint any of your best highlights because I guess
difficult.
I suppose realistically the highlight is winning, isn't it?
Yes.
When you hold the trophy, right?
I don't know. Never held one.
I would say actually there is one particular one. My very first time that I went to Europe, and I actually came first in Queen of Europe, and then 8th on with the boys and everything like that, with everybody, and out of 72 drivers, which was kind of cool. So my very
Big
first
live! What have we got? Tessa Whittock first. We buy any car. Where is it?
It's about to go down.
It went down. We had it first.
I got one for you as well. So competition obviously has been a bit terrible this year. I'm assuming there's been the on and off events and things like that. Have you got stuff lined up for? Are you competing again in the near future?
I would like to, definitely, for sure.
And what do you drive in competition?
I've got an R33 Skyline with a 1JZ engine.
Okay, and what sort of horsepower are you?
We're about 540 brake horsepower.
Oh, big.
So,
Are we pushing for more ponies this year?
We're pushing for a new car.
How is your car?
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah?
She's all right.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is it running and driving right now?
No.
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 Okay. So you're on for a new setup this year?
Little changes, things like that, with the R33, and then we'll see what happens during this year.
Are you working yourself, or is Martin doing the job?
I'm working myself. I do it all myself as well. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a little one coming here. Let's shout out. It's, Ethan Jacobs says, "Can you hurry up with the draw?" No.
Oh, sorry.
Carry on.
Ethan Jacobs, we're coming soon.
Wow,
man.
he's not going to win.
I hope you win now.
Sorry, I like to jump in. When I do read these, I just like to jump in on different bits. Right, sorry, you guys carry on. I just jumped right in the middle there.
We're talking amongst ourselves with Nathan, will we? Talking amongst ourselves. So do you run a drift school too, right?
Yes, I
so
do.
You run, what's it called?
RDX Drift.
RDX Drift School. We showed some of that a few weeks back, Nath, didn't we? We were talking. Who do we have? Probably with Bagsy actually. We were talking about it. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So what's the plans this year with the drift school? Have you got loads of dates? Have you got people signed up? Where are we at?
Got loads of dates, but pending COVID.
Pending, obviously. But you think it'd be? Oh, it's not because you're in the saddle. You can't do comms or anything like that.
No, just because if somebody's never done it before, then it's not very.
You need to be
advisable.
ready on the handbrake yourself.
Yeah, and like cut-off switches and stuff like that. We've got in the cars and whatnot. But
we can go remote on cut-off switches and stuff. We can do this. Sounds very expensive, though, Tessa. Sounds very expensive.
So anyone could come to your school.
Anybody.
Just a complete novice.
Complete novice, no matter what ages, from about 14 years old upwards. I've had the ranges from like 80-year-old, 85-year-old people.
Way.
Yeah, it's amazing. So good.
Well, that's cool. Right, we're going to do a little clip now, right? And only because we're going to keep the theme of motorbikes, because this is Shaneannigans bar. What we like to do is show some shenanigans that have been going on during the week, clips that people have, the popular clips that people have been watching. And because we were talking about John McGuinness earlier, we're going to do a little motorbike collage of madness. We call this the motorbike collage of madness.
good.
I mean,
Wow.
you know, those TT boys, those road race boys, the Isle of Man boys, I mean, I couldn't do it. I mean, I like to ride bikes, kind of. I used to years. Do you ride bikes, street bikes?
No,
never on a track day
like
even or anything?
No, never done that actually.
Right, let's get you on that pit bike.
Right, get a pit bike.
Yes, I'll do it.
I mean, you know, it's a whole different ball game with bikes. I mean, I do love them, and I kind of stopped riding super bikes for that very reason. You know, I mean, it's just insane. When they're off, they are off big.
Yeah, that's like it's scary. But just watching that hurts me. Riding on one. No, thank you.
You ride bikes, Nate?
Dirt bikes I've ridden. I haven't got a license for. I've had a little play on.
What's the first dirt bike you ever rode, Nate?
It was a little Pooch 50. I've still got it.
Have you?
Yeah, I've still got it.
Any done any jumps on that, Nate?
Oh yeah, I forgot you.
Have you done any jumps on that, Nate?
Well, my dad will be laughing if he knew how to watch this. So back when I was maybe 4 or 5, he bought me this little dirt bike and I was riding around the garden on it and there was a pile of rubble there and he's going, jump over it, no, faster. And eventually I did go faster and faster, took off. I had a bit of a moment like some of these guys there, went all the way into the fence and I've still got a massive scar across my knee to this day, like 30 odd years later, still to this day.
So well done, Mr. Gerhold. Well done. Sending Nathan. That's it.
Yeah, I spent more time on the floor than I did on anything else. Before you go to the next one, can we all just give a wave to Natalie Lawrence?
Natalie Lawrence, thanks for tuning in. God bless you. Let's roll on to it. Right, rally cars. You want to drive a rally car?
Yes.
Have you ever?
No.
Okay. Plangs and bikes. Do you know what's different in rally car? I used to rally back in late 90s into early 90s. And the most amazing thing about rally cars that's different from race cars is the sound of the rocks beating on the tub.
Yeah.
Like whatever about a race car, it's kind of you listen to engine notes and sounds, but this is like clang, 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 clang.
Yeah.
It's like in a tumble dryer. It's like crazy.
Amazing.
Awful, isn't it? Scary. It makes you feel, even when you're doing 40 miles an hour, it feels like you're doing 400, right?
No, you're still doing 40.
That's why I've never felt them trophies.
That's why the trophy never came your way. Let's have a look at some rally clips that have been popular this week.
How's that?
Oh, that's some big barrel rolls and stuff. Crazy,
Definitely.
crazy.
I'm going to jump in again,
Oh.
just quickly. Sorry, when I see one, I have to jump on it. It is Mark Carver. Tess, what's your everyday drive?
I've got an E46 330D
Have you?
BMW.
Obviously, you're a rear-wheel drive girl.
Yeah.
Could we expect
Kinda.
anything
Well.
else? Right, what we need to do is pick some people that have shared on this. So we need you to do 2 things. One is the first one is, will you sign the tub for us,
Of course,
please?
naturally.
Second of all, we need to pick someone that has shared. Let me have a look here.
Anywhere you want. Anywhere you want.
So let's have a look there. I did have some that have shared over it. David Garside. Right, David.
David
great.
Garside.
Couldn't ask that because I couldn't find it. So David Garside. This is Tessa's going to throw the ball. When she does, it's for £100 for you. If she gets in, then we'll pick someone else.
Nate, put a little, give us a little marker. Give us a little marker, B. Put it way back, Nate, way
It's
back.
that one, isn't it? That's the one.
Steady on, come
Right,
on.
I'm going to jump over to here, let you go by.
Okay.
Right, so,
Tessa Whittock.
David Garside, this for you. If Tess gets this in, it's £100 to you.
100.
Right, here we go.
Oh, lucky. Right, let's go. So the next one is Liam Walker. Liam Walker, if Tess gets this in, it's £100 for you. Oh! Okay, so we need one more. It's
Sorry.
Erin Rose Alexander. Erin Rose Alexander, if this is in, it's £100 for you.
One more. Come on, Tess.
Lucky, unlucky. So it's a rollover for next week. It will be up to 200 for next week.
So sorry.
Thank you, Tess. You're amazing.
So sorry.
Well done. Thank you so much.
Useless.
Tess, you were awesome. Thank you for being a guest on the show. We need to go and pick some winners, all right?
We need to go pick some winners. Shaneannigans Gar. You got a gar?
Gar.
What's a gar? A gar. A gar.
I drive a car.
Shaneannigans bar was Tessa Whittock.
Trash.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Have
Tess.
fun. Bye-bye.
Right.